Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, this is your English instructor Kashif Mahmood. I hope you're fine and enjoying good health. Right now, move to the next B lift, and that is the B lift number 39. So, this is very important. Skim and scan relevant information and main points in text to identify the writer's purpose, intended audience, and infer the theme main idea of the text, distinguishing between fact and opinion where necessary. Skim and scan, these are the two reading skills. So, we are going to learn what is skim and scan, and then how to identify the main points, and what the purpose and intended audience, and how we can identify main theme or idea from the distance, and what is fact and opinion. These are the main points. So dear learners, this is very lengthy believed and very important. This is used in reading skills. If we are very well aware of these techniques or skills, we can understand all the information very clearly. So move. I hope, dear learners, you have done your bridging with the help of your teachers and in the company of your fellows. Now look at this. This is called the Super Reader Toolkit. Reader, this B lift is about reading. Simple tools to understand English reading better. Look, what is the toolkit here? Now, the first one is skimming and the second one is scanning. Skim and scan. To write the main idea without spending a lot of time. These are two terms are called reading skills. Now, look at this. What is skimming? Read quickly to gather main idea. To gather mean to get the main idea, to reach the main idea. Skimming mean read quickly to reach at the main idea. And look at title. Now, these are the tactics. These are the tools. These are the main tips. How we can skim? Look at the titles. In skimming, we reach at the title, headings, first and last lines. In this way, we can skim quickly what is the main idea. And third one, do not read every word. So, just read at the title, then move to the headings, and then first and the last lines of every paragraph. This is called skimming. This is the skill that is called what? Skimming. Now, what is scanning? Read quickly to find specific information. Specific mean particular. Particular mean the main information. Look for names. Now look at this. How we do reading? How we do scanning? Scanning. Read the names, dates, numbers, keywords. This is called skimming. So in skimming, general idea, and scanning means specific details. This is the difference between skimming and scanning. In skimming, we reach at the major headings and subheadings and the first and the last lines. And in skimming, we read quickly the specific information, the names, the dates, and numbers, right? This is skimming and scanning. Now, facts and opinion. What is fact and opinion? Fact, reality, and opinion are on views. Yes, fact. True information can be checked or proved. The true information that can be checked or proved at any time. No personal feelings. In fact, there is no personal feelings. So, the sun rises in the east. So, it is proven fact that sun rises in the east. On the other hand, opinion. Personal idea or feelings. Opinions have some personal idea or the feeling of the writer cannot be proved true or false. Yes, it may be true, it may be false. Examples: reading is the best hobby. Yes, it may be best, but it is not maybe best for the other person. So we can't say opinion can be judged or proved. So clue words for opinion. Yes, I think, best, worst, beautiful. These are the clue words. Wherever we see these words, it means that this is opinion. So this is the difference between fact and opinion. Now let's move. Reading different sources, that is maps, graphs, charts, diagrams. It means that whenever we want to do two particular terms, that is what? Skimming and scanning, we usually encounter and see different type of sources like maps, graphs, charts and diagrams. In these sources we also can put skimming and scanning, and we have to, first of all, we have to choose where we have to use skimming and where we have to use scanning. So look at this. Whenever we come with maps, graphs, charts and diagrams while reading, look at the labels and titles. Look what we use here, labels and titles. Yes, that will be scanning. Find the key points, understand the main idea. This, it means that we have to use skimming for that purpose. So each source gives information in different way. Yes, for this purpose, in these two, what will be the best source of getting information in a short time? Now, yes, integration of information using all sources together. Now look at this. Integrating means joining information from different sources, right? Look at the example. Use a graph chart to understand better data. Definitely. How to do it? Compare information, find similarities and differences, and make a simple conclusion. Combine all sources for better understanding. Yes. Now, I hope you have done your formative check as well. You have done classwork as well, and you are finished with your homework, my dear learners. I hope so. In the end, I would like to say thank you for understanding this very important topic. So, see you tomorrow with the new topic. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.